This is BBC News. I'm Regid Ahmed. The headlines. Spain's king and queen are attending a special mass in Barcelona in memory of the people killed in Thursday's terror attacks. Iraqi forces begin a ground assault to recapture Tal Afar, one of the last cities held by the Islamic State group. Hello and welcome to BBC World News. Well, the Spanish King and Queen are attending a memorial service for the victims of the Barcelona terror attack. Now that ceremony is underway. Let's take you there now. Just listening in to that memorial service that is underway. And there is King Felipe and Queen Letizia attending the memorial service for the 13 people that died in the attacks. Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy, who greeted the King and Queen earlier outside the Sagrada Familia, a stunning Roman Catholic basilica in Barcelona. If you're not familiar with the Sagrada Familia, it was designed by the celebrated architect Gaudi, still unfinished more than 100 years later. Very symbolic basilica as well to hold this ceremony as Spain mourns the victims of those terror attacks. The large one being in Barcelona in Las Ramblas. Well, police are still hunting the man believed to have driven a van into the crowds in the city, but one man, Yunus Abu Yaqub, remains at large, and police believe he may have been the driver of the van which mowed down people in Barcelona on Thursday. 13 killed, 130 injured. James Reynolds reports. The Iraqi army has begun an offensive to retake Tal Afar, the last major city in the country held by so-called Islamic State. The Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi said the militants had no choice other than to leave or be killed. Sarah Corker reports. The Prime Minister of Bangladesh is to visit northern districts which have been hit by the worst flooding the country has experienced in almost 30 years. More than a third of Bangladesh and Nepal are flooded, while around 11 million people in northern India are also affected. The BBC's Sanjoy Majumdar is in Kurigram in Bangladesh. Let's take a look at some of the other stories now. The head of the Roman Catholic Church in the Philippines has called for an end to the deaths caused by the government's war on drugs. Cardinal Luis Tagle described the killings as a waste of human lives. President Rodrigo Duterte has escalated his war on drugs in the last week, with dozens killed. The government of Sierra Leone says the number of victims from the mudslide in the capital Freetown has risen to 441. About 600 more people are still missing. And that's all from BBC World News. Much more on the website bbc.com/news.